So there was some primaries that took place on yesterday, and let's talk about a couple of the results. After Mary Miller went on to the stage at Trump's rally this past weekend and thanked him for setting up a court that would preserve white life. After Lauren Boebert went up on a stage and talked about the separation of church and state, and that it wasn't what our forefathers intended. What was intended was for the church to control the government. She went on to say that the separation of church and state is not even in the Constitution. It's just some letter. And she's sick of the conversation surrounding the separation of church and state. She called it junk. She never goes on to tell the audience that Thomas Jefferson, who was a founding father, wrote a letter to the Danbury Baptists declaring that there would be a separation of church and state. No, she doesn't want to educate her crowd on that. But after they did all of that this past weekend, you would think common sense people would look at these two and say they are a danger to our democracy. Nope. European Americans went into the voting booth to give these two demons a shot at regaining their seats in November of 2022. Lauren Boebert won her primary, and Mary Miller won her primary. After she found out she won her primary, this is what Lauren Boebert went out onto Twitter to say. Freedom wins. Thank you for all of your support. I love and appreciate all of you and promise to work as hard as I can to help get our country back on track. Does she think the race is over? Does she think that she's won? Lauren, you won the primary. That means you get to live to see another day. That is until November 2022. Will you survive that? I hope not.